This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now with local real estate expert Harvey Blankfeld.
Where we want to educate you about our market, empower you to make wise decisions, and help you engage with our expert contributors. John, I want to talk about a couple things.
Okay.
When people are in the midst or thinking about buying a home, maybe they haven't even started yet, but they're thinking about buying a home.
Right.
And or they're already under contract working on getting a home.
Right.
There's some mistakes they make.
That's
There's
right.
some missteps.
That's right.
We talk about what they shouldn't do.
There are a number of things as you go through the process that I see commonly that commonly come up for people, and so we can hopefully caution and warn them to stay away from these activities. Right? In our business, when we hear somebody talk about fixing their credit,
right?
I'd like to buy a house, so I'm fixing my credit.
Right.
Okay. So much of the credit scoring system is counterintuitive. My recommendation to you is, don't do it without consulting with an expert. Getting that advice before you start messing with your credit is well worth your time, because I've seen people waste money when they're doing it. They actually injure their credit further. They make their credit score go lower by these choices. So you want to avoid doing that without having a professional consultation. Number two, not getting pre-approved before beginning your house shopping, okay? And I specifically say pre-approved versus pre-qualified.
Yeah.
Pre-qualified is verbal conversation. I look at your credit. If we kind of are on the same page, we think you're heading for success. Pre-approval is valuable to the consumer because it will head off potential pitfalls that you don't know to tell me about. Yeah. When I can see your documentation, when I can go through it in full detail, gives me the chance to prevent you from wasting your time and wasting your money. An interesting thing that comes up occasionally is people who change jobs. People who move like from the lower paying hourly job and saying, I'm going to take the high paying sales job, for example. Well, that's going to break a loan for you. So even when you're moving to what you consider a better job, a better position, you want to discuss it with your expert before you actually do it. Changing your credit in a significant way. So this goes to what you just talked about with closing accounts.
Right.
Opening new accounts,
right.
Altering your behavior, suddenly running up the balance on your credit cards, taking large sums of cash to pay down your credit cards. These all have potential pitfalls waiting for a consumer that we can avoid if we discuss. Moving money around. So you've got all this money, it's in 10 different places, you're getting ready to put 50% down in your house. Well, that's fine, but as that money starts moving around, now we have tons more paperwork to deal with, because a mortgage is concerned about any money that you're using to purchase a house. I have to know where it came from. Making a large purchase or pre-purchasing stuff for the new house. So here's your jet ski, right? This jet ski costs you $200 a month on the new loan that you took out, right? Well, that $200 a month is $40,000 of house power, a buying power that you just used up.
Oops.
So did you have enough extra wiggle room in your numbers, or did you just lower the max price of your house? Next one on my list is interesting. The people who are buying a house and they want to get married all of a sudden, or they want to get divorced. This cuts both directions insofar as a person who gets married in the middle of a transaction, well, now you have community property rights that are coming into play. And your new spouse has to sign off on the transaction and different aspects in order for it to be successful. And then on the other side, the divorce. Person who's unfortunately going to go through a divorce situation, the mortgage will get uptight about, well, what is your liability going to be with this divorce? So a person who is legally who is separated from their spouse, they're in limbo until that is either formalized in a separation agreement or a divorce is complete. A traditional mortgage will not let you have a mortgage until that is settled.
And my favorite is when they go on vacation for like 3 weeks or something.
That's on my list. That's the very next one.
Right.
Take a vacation in the middle of the process or before closing on the house.
Because I get the call and they say, well, here's the problem, whatever it is, something crazy. And what's the buyer think? We can't find him.
They're on a ship in
he's on
Adriatic.
a cruise in Iran.
It's so very common.
This has been Las Vegas Real Estate Now. Thanks for listening. And remember to tune in every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. on 101.5 FM, 720 a.m. KDAWN.